We should be back now. Yeah, it was a quick first part there, but I don't know what the issue with that one was, because like bars and everything are fine. It wasn't the usual issue, so not sure what the issue there was, but yeah, we'll try booting back into a 500 cost match here. Try to see if we can get into anything. I gotta reselect Gundam here. 26 minutes, yeah. That's gotta be one of the shortest. So, yeah, we'll go from here. Yeah, I'll just keep the first one up, and I'll just pull GQuuuuuuX movie naming title, just call it the beginning. The Gundam told me you were alive again. Don't let your suit get stolen challenge is what the stream was. Crash the stream by saying absolute cinema. Comment the last stream with a link to the new one. I mean, I don't think it will make much of a difference. I don't even think the old stream isn't gonna like show up for a while because it needs to process. I can put it in though, see if it does anything. Oh well, I guess it is up here already because it was so short. So yeah, I'll slide it in. Oh wait, you already put it in. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. I never trust going to stop a bomb. Now that I think about it, what happened to the player who's in my suit? Since I disconnected. What actually happened to that player? Like, what actually happened? He got sent to the other side. Go. Where's my suit? Where's my suit? There it is. Everything is all fine, yet the game wanted, yeah. Boop. Oh, they hijacked it. They stole it! They stole the Gundam! I'm not letting them get away with this. You will not change the timeline! They basically stay in the suit until it, they exit or it blows up. They can just be a shorter one this time around too. We'll see.
Shake it off. Select your redeployment now. We've lost an allied unit.
when I thought it wouldn't be worse.
Bombs been planted in our base. An ally has destroyed an
The
enemy.
cringe that is the S Galaxy. There was one in the last match I was in had one as well. Boop.
The enemy's captured a beacon. The enemy's captured a beacon.
Why are we all going after this Spaghetti?
Receiving an SOS from an ally. We've lost a base. It's gonna make things much harder. You gotta capture beacons to control the battle.
It's happening again? Almost. There was nothing on my side. Lack of the Snowfa. There was something on my end. That's weird. It's scary when the stream freezes. That's weird because it usually will tell me.
We've lost an ally.
So it's very weird. I didn't see anything. Oh, never mind. Now it's giving me it. Alright, maybe we'll try to get through one match and just go from there. But many are openings. Timelines converging and okay, well, pretty. Is my teammate doing anything? Because I don't see my teammates doing anything right now. This guy's just kind of walking around. Why are you looking at me? Thank you. Aim for the actual guy. Go for the base.
We've lost an allied unit. It's rough out there, but don't give up.
Okay.
See you soon.
Another no team. Reminder to get to the exterior and not scary disconnect. Or get the extender. Honestly, I don't even think getting extender would do anything. But at this point, I literally believe it's not a me thing.
Has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. This op's got
Actually just seems like it's the game itself at this point. Because I could be having like the best connection ever and it will still have issues. Where is this guy? Okay, I'm spotting. Ooh, support! Boop. Where's the evade? It's off.
enemy mobile suit destroyed. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
It's just once of my entire GBO2 history.
This op's got 1 minute to go. Don't give up now. Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone. Lost an allied unit.
Stick together, work together. This is GBO2, no one's doing that. Already, like, audio sounds not doing the best. This might be a chat stream or something.
Lost an allied unit. Lost an allied unit. Time has run out.
No, well, the attempt was made.
Guess we lost this one.
I got top and assist.
Here are this battle's rewards.
GQuuuuuX is a very nice frontliner, one that I don't really think you need if you have the narrative. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Avengers said the same thing on his GQuuuuuuX video. Like, pretty much it seems like if you have the narrative Gundam, like, you really don't need it. So you seen that now? Yeah, I did watch that one. I actually didn't really watch it. I just read the description to see what he had to say on it, because I was trying to see what the opinions were. So I just kind of went in and read the description to see what he had, like, to say about it. Nice opinion. Did a YouTuber give it to you? Like, literally, that's just kind of what it was at that point.
Here, take this. That should be all you need to know.
Hey, got more
There
DP.
you are. I've been waiting. Here, take this. That should be all you need to know.
I'm saving the GQuuuuuuX until next month. Yeah, I only tried to spin for it just to see if I could get it, but I didn't get it, so. I'm surprised I actually didn't try to put the GQuuuuuuX anywhere in the base camp. Or at least I tried to put some, like, decorations up for it or anything. There's a special banner? Yeah, is it the special banner that it's like for the vote, or is it like the actual banner for it? It can be a bit more of a chatting stream, like the one time with the duel matches. Probably. Me and the Traversio was a funny one. The 105 tokens you need. Okay, so yeah, it's for that one. I think they are supposed to be doing some type of, like, other banner as well. Like, they have it on the website where you can, like, vote on it. Like, it's like you vote for, like, 5 suits. It seems like it's gonna be, like, one of those banners. So, I think they're supposed to be doing something like that. Yo, Willie's still moving. What the scallop? But yeah, I mean, both the suits look good. I mean, like I said, I don't know if I've said it already with the GQuuuuuuX, but like the suit looks good, and it's not really overpowered or anything, which is really nice. Like, it actually just seems like a pretty, just good general, which I think is really nice. It's not really oppressive or anything, so it actually is a fun suit to fight against. Yeah, just very nice gen to have, yeah. Does anyone have anything to say about the white Gundam? Because, like, I have not seen a single person talk about that suit. I'm so upset that the Omega Saikuma was on. Yeah, I honestly thought they would try to make that a touchpad skill or something, like to activate it. But I guess it's, you know, like usually when we see it, it's like already in the Omega Saikumo, so I guess it's a bit more iconic that way. And they had to make the touchpad skill the dodge while boosting. Which is very interesting. I'm going to be very interested to see what suits get that skill in the future, if anything. But yeah, I have not seen any chatter on the White Gundam. Nothing really on YouTube, nothing on Reddit, but um I know when I was commenting on Lily's video about it, he did mention that like I think like the more like Japan side of GBO2 YouTube, they're talking about it a lot more than the American side is. So that's the most that I've kind of heard about it. It's an RX-78 with a bazooka, one-shot sunbeam rifle, run-up, and down kick. And it's 50, yeah, 50 costs more, yeah. Yeah, but the bazooka is interesting because it fires 3 rounds. Like, it fires a 3-round burst. Which I'm assuming is a reference to when the prototype Gundam had it in GQuuuuuX. I mean, it just seems like it's a direct thing to that. I'm just rather shocked at how... wait for this, is like just very nothing special. I mean, to be fair, it's a side banner, even if kit-wise it's more, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's just more of a side banner. Like, it's kind of just an addition for, like, the GQuuuuuX update. Which, again, I think is why a lot of people don't really seem to be going for it like that. It's like, wait, this is how it do it? Yeah. Is the kick animation on it unique? I think it has a unique kick animation for it. Even if the OG was not buffed, this is rather safe looking. The kick is very funny. It's a run up and kick. Yeah, it looks like it's a unique animation though. It's not like the usual kick that most suits have been getting. Does a very fast jog and then kicks. I've only seen it on ground, so I actually wonder what it looks like in space. But yeah, you got the kick, you got the double sabers. The beam rifle with the double, the beam rifle with the double charge as well. I know it has EX boost, I'll pull it up on here. It tries to do that in space as well. Yeah, let's see, let's pull it up here. In the menu. Yeah, beam rifle with double charge and slightly worse stats than the Red Gundam's beam rifle. You got the 2x beam sabers. Got the Vulcans, which I saw have really good stun accumulation. You got the bazooka. Again, fires in the 3-round burst. Slow projectile speed, but explosion has a wide blast radius. The White Gundam blue, and then the shield. And then... oh yeah, it's a description. A new type of Federation mobile suit. So pretty much just a parody of the description it has in like every other game. Can't wait to time my down kick because I miscount how far I have to run, like I always do with the lunging melees. Yeah, I feel like the biggest issue with the kick sometimes is like, depending on where your camera is facing, it's like you'll either just go too far to the right. I've had that happen before where I'll just be off by a tiny bit and it just won't register. Not really a common issue, but just kind of something that happens occasionally. And then here's the GQuuuuuX, got its beam rifle. Saber, the Tomahawk, which is a throwable weapon. Yeah, I can do 3 bursts, yeah. Discharge, and then... well, yeah, I meant like the 2 charges. I can get 2 charges with it, and as you get the 3 bursts. Yeah, you shield. Strangely enough, wasn't the GQuuuuuX supposed to have, like, neck Vulcans? Because I feel like those are kind of absent from this. Like, was the GQuuuuuX having neck Vulcans ever actually a thing? missed opportunity to chance up. Pretty sure this has the same description too, like this is the same description it has for like every game. Range seems like it'd be fine, melee would have been crazy if it had a higher melee mod by default. Yeah, it has pretty much the same, it's the same melee and range strength, but it seems like they would want you to go a bit more of the melee route with the saber and the tomahawk also being considered a melee weapon. Kira. I wish GQuuuuuuX got more episodes. Yeah, it's like the common complaint I've been hearing about GQuuuuuuX is that it like needed more episodes for its pacing. Maybe years later we'll get a sequel. Maybe. I mean, hey, Hathaway's Flash is getting a second movie, so... maybe. If they were up for it, possibly, but like... Oh no. I would like to ask how was it without going into the story. Well, I haven't seen the actual series, that's just what I've been hearing about it. I wouldn't wait until another time to see it. Yeah, I haven't seen it in its entirety. I've only seen like clips of it just to kind of know what was going on. Aside from when I watched the movie, like that was like the most I've probably gotten from it. Just compilation, yeah. You'll love the last episode. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen some of those parts of it. So I kind of know what happens, but just not completely. But like again, really just kind of get an idea about it. But maybe one day. But yeah, mainly it's a lot of chatter that was like on, I think the GBO2 Reddit. I think of people talking about it. Because, like, with, like, the GQuuuuuuX update and whatnot, you know, people are going to be talking about it. I think it was also another post I read kind of also talking about it. But I think some of it has been just kind of, like, side chatter. But, yeah. Speaking of the Traversia, yep, Traversia, that also got buffed. Pretty juiced one too. Yeah, let me pull it up again. I didn't actually look at what the Traversia had. I think it's like the one suit on the buff list I don't own. So like I really had no reason to look at it like that. But yeah, like I think I was saying earlier, the supply drop mobile suit request campaign. So apparently that's something that's supposed to be, I think, coming up soon, and they have you like vote for suits, but yeah, Sinanju got buffed. The J Traversia looks like it actually got a ton of HP. I think got a ton of HP. That's probably the largest HP increase I've ever seen a suit get. A lot of weapon buffs. Hayakushiki Kai. That also got a pretty big HP buff as well. Let's see. Full Armor Gundam Mark II, something else I'll probably end up trying in the future. Yeah, all the weapons. It looks like all the weapons pretty much got buffed for that suit. And then Gundam. Talk about that in the future. A lot of HP. I hate sucking at GBO2 due to not playing with it a lot. Shikikai got a more proper buff for once. Yeah, I don't know why I thought the Shikikai was the MP Shiki until somebody made a Reddit post talking about it. Melee being more effective. Yeah, increased combo compensation. Some increase to its part slots. Level 2 and above, unit skill, EX boost level 2 has been given. Oh, it has EX boost now. It seems like it was kind of giving a lot of suits EX boosts, and then the level 3 got emergency evasion system level 3. So it looks pretty good for the Hayaku Shikikai. Let's see. What else we got here? Already mentioned the Mars F90. Yagnoga GG looks like it got some pretty good buffs. It has Pursuit Range Aux program, which I think is going to be pretty good for that suit. The B Zeta. They should have given the normal Hayakushiki Kai, that shoulder weapon, not the Gatling, the other one. Yeah, but they would just make it a variation. If the Sinkin Mark V is anything to go by, they don't. They're not going to make it like its own, like, addition to the model. I do want to use that, as I do have that. Let's see. S Gundam got buffed. And yeah, the Zeta Gundam 3B. That also got Pursuit Range Aux program as well. And the J Assault package, it has the support dodge roll now. So that's pretty cool. Got resist move on that. And then the Gundam GP00, the Blossom. Blossom also got buffed, and I've been seeing that suit quite a bit. And yeah, that's like everything on the list here. But yeah, like I said, lots of really good buffs here. Hayakushiki Kai double shoulder pod equipment. Yeah, it just sounds like they'd make it its own version. That's just with the name alone. It's gonna be the Hayakushiki Kai, like literally like double shoulder equipment type or something. But yeah, lots of good buffs. I'm hoping to get some good matches with them. Sinanju is like the last gen to get something also in 700, so that's nice. Also, they need to add GG mobile suits. Yeah, Sinanju, I think people have been asking. Have people been asking for a Sinanju buff? I feel like I've seen that suit brought up a couple times in discussion. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody made a recent 700 cost tier list, and the Sinanju was like pretty much at the bottom of the list. I think its own tier too. Like, it was like, it seemed like we with the tier list, whoever made it really didn't like it in its current state. Since like the Z has been added, if that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the Z Gundam kind of messed up with a lot of suits, if I'm being honest. Like, I'll never forget when the Z Gundam. Actually, I wouldn't say it's when the Z Gundam was first added. People always seem positive about it. Yeah, it's weird, because I feel like I see some people saying the Sinanju needs a buff, but then it's like a lot of people say the suit's good, so I don't know. It seems like it's pretty mixed, I guess. But yeah, I feel like the Z Gundam messed a lot of people up, well, at least a lot of generals up, because it's always a victim of the Sazabi, though. I will say this, at least I guess until more recent times, I feel like the Sazabi was always in a pretty bad state. It seemed like the most recent unit adjustment they did kind of made it better. Personally, I still don't really like the Sazabi too much, so maybe it's just a me thing, but I have seen more people using it ever since the buff, so I assume it was helpful. If Thunderbolt, Origin, G-Generation is allowed, why not Gairen's Greed like the Gian versions? Yeah, like it's very weird. I'm surprised they never try to do anything from Gairen's Greed. With the, especially with the Gans, like, if you think they would do anything, it would be the, Gian Krieger. Like, even if they just add one suit, like, just add the Gian Krieger, like, we really don't need the other Gians like that. Like, just add the Krieger. I think that's the one that, like, most people want anyway. People always be on about that needing to be, needing help in comparison. I just find it funny for a suit people do well with, just saying. But yeah, even G-Generation Eternal has the Gian Krieger. Like, there's honestly no excuse for why it's not in this game. Like, at this point. Because, like, other games, they add the Gian Krieger. It's even got a P Bandai kit, so I feel like out of any Gian from Gairen's Greed that would get into this game, yeah, we can have a simulation battle of Gian versus Gelgook. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Like, I could see that being a cool concept to do. Sinanju, I felt like, also gets kind of beat up around the place, as it is a suit with low resistances, and now, like, stun building. It's kind of lacking with those. Well, I guess I haven't really played the Sinanju in a while, so I'm just kind of going off what I've heard about it. And what I've heard people say about it. I actually won't lie, it almost feels like it switches. Honestly, like, sometimes it feels like it's people talking about the Sazabi, then it's the Sinanju. It almost seems like it kind of switches between those two suits. It has a touchpad skill, but that skill is kind of lacking regardless. Have you heard about the Gundam base tour? Yeah, I've heard about it. I don't think I'll be able to make it, though. $700 has been fine these days. Yeah. 700 the last time I played it's kind of mellowed out. I think, like, it seems like 750 kind of took over as the worst cost. 750 actually just feels unplayable. It's why you have nuts. I wanted to make videos about 750, but because 750 just feels so unplayable, it's the reason I have not made a video on it since 750 initially came out. I'm just waiting for more to be in there. Yeah, like that. I'm hoping that's what solves the issue. Like, I'm hoping when more variety gets in there, it kind of helps balance things out a bit more. Because, again, like, it's the same 4 suits that people are playing. It's the F91, the F90 S-Type, the F92 I-Type, and then the Mars Xeon F90. Those are the only 4 suits that people are playing. And the F91 is honestly kind of oppressive at the current moment. Like, it really just is hard to deal with like most suits. Meta. The 7th anniversary is gonna be the pirates. Don't forget the meta. Yeah. The Fazes and maybe Sazabis. Those are the only real exceptions I see that like do well. Another meta if it's 6v6. Yeah, the Faz seems to be still doing pretty good, and then Sazabi, I've seen that at 750 a couple times, but like, ever since F91 came out, you don't see any of the other 750 suits that were like increased levels anymore. You don't see any of those suits anymore. They're just gone. The cubes is also pretty strong. Yeah, occasionally I see a Cublé. That's, again, probably one of the only few exceptions, but, like, really at this point, yeah, it has a level 2 of its active skill in there. Yeah, but even then, like, I feel like it's just been F91. Like, I don't think I've really been in a match in recent times that has had anything that wasn't F91 as, like, the main general. Which, again, like, it's very annoying to try to fight that suit in, like, most suits at an upper level. Like, it's just not, it's not fun. 750 is not, just not fun at all. When one sees you. Yeah, pretty much. It is like when one sees you, it's kind of it. Which is, again, it's like the reason I just kind of stopped playing 750. I have clips I wanted to use, but I just never got around to using them. I should mention that the data mine stuff was off of the PC port. Given that the Wing Zero, yeah. I just asked what it was in the GBO code and got my answer like that. There's been more data mine stuff. Is the GQuuuuuuX in there? Please tell me the GQuuuuuuX is in there. I doubt it is. I feel like we're not gonna get anything else GQuuuuuuX, but maybe you'll surprise me. The Endless Waltz Wing Zero is in there. Oh, Tall Geese 3, yeah, I think I've heard about that one. I think that was mentioned on the GBO2 Reddit. Was that a GBO2 Reddit or was it a YouTube comment? I think one of them, I've seen those two mentioned. So yeah, those two I've heard about. Also the Origin Gundam. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. They're really hammering it with the RX-78-2s. Off of the 2022 movie. Wait, the Kakudan's Island version? Yeah, is it gonna be the basically the middle type, not the early type? Next simulation battle, oops, all RX-78 too. Yeah, they trying to make one based off the Kakudan's Island version, because that's the 2022 movie. I was kind of wanting the Origin one in, so I'll take it. Yeah, but if it's the 2022 version based off Kakudan's Island, like... Yeah, like, it's not gonna have the back cannon or anything. Like, it's just gonna be... Like, it kind of is just going to be the ARC-78 too, but it's going to be able to use, like, both its beam sabers. So yeah, the middle type, okay. I don't know what the terminology for each version is. I didn't know they all had, like, names for them. Only thing missing is they support ARC-78 too. Oh yeah, it could be a raid, actually. But yeah, I can definitely see that one having the double beam sabers. It's gonna be 400 raid, double beam sabers. And then everyone is going to complain about it. I can see it right now. I don't know, maybe around that time we'll also get the ground type high mobility Zaku's. It can squish pilots. Yeah, because raids are evil. Yeah, maybe I'm kind of hoping we'll get the high mobility Zaku from Kakudan's Island, then, if that's the case. Because I feel like that suit has been mentioned for a long time, but we have not seen it. Which is very interesting. RF Camper? Where's the EZ8 HAC? I'm actually very surprised they didn't make that version of the EZ8. Because I saw that one in G Generation Eternal, and I'm like, oh, kind of weird they didn't do this one. As like a support or something. But yeah, RF Camper. They need to hold back on their campers. I'm still trying to get the high mobility camper. Two new Formula Boys. I got it. It's like the one. I really want the suit. It's like the one suit I've been wanting, but I've not gotten it. The F-93 Cluster Gundam and the Neo. Sounds interesting and hopefully high cost. Hopefully there'll be some. Hopefully those two suits will be some 750 suits, so we can start getting some different units in the 750 pool. Neo has a big beam cannon, pretty much most likely 750s. That'll be good if that's the case. The F90 I-type. Which is of the one from Crossbone. Is that not the one we already got? Or is this one a different one? This one looks like it has a normal lance. I guess it's a different one? Is that not the suit we just got? It's just missing the two. I mean, it does look different, but like, kind of the same. Jupiter Battle Spec? Not this one, it's the base F90 with the I-type. That's kind of lame though. Why do we need the same suit again? It's just like looking at the images, it just looks like the F92 I-type, but instead of a beam lance, it has a normal lance. And like with some missiles on it. Like it just looks like the F90 with that equipment. With a nuke. Is that what the lance is? I found that to be kind of okay, but why though? Yeah, like it's literally just the suit we just had. It's just the F90 instead of the F92. It just looks like the same suit, and I don't think we need another suit like that. I mean, unless they make it a general or something, like if that's the plan. All these Jupiter battle specs have nukes. Yeah, that kind of looks disappointing, like I won't lie. That just overall looks like a very disappointing addition, if that's like really something we're getting. Granted, I usually take these things with a grain of salt, but like... Yeah, that just kind of looks boring. Not to rain on anyone's parade, but... I'm not really seeing the appeal here. I don't see why we need this. I wish the Hyzak custom would get the Gundam glow up. Look at the Mark V with missile pods. Let's see, I probably skipped it. Here it is. What are we looking at here? I think there's a lot of range part slots. Remember how you complained about the suit looking similar? I don't think it was about the suit looking similar. I think it was about like suits having like the loadouts. Oh, the F90. Oh, the F90 I-type. Yeah, but I mean, this was a weird exception though. Like at least this they actually gave it some different functionality. Like with the you can control each of the incoms and whatnot, and you have the added missiles. Like they did try to do some different stuff with this. Like this and this have like this is also a general too, and the other one's a raid. I feel like I cannot really see what would differentiate the F90 I-type from the F92 I-type, aside from again this one has a beam lance. Like again, I don't know what typing the F90 I-type would be, but if it's also a raid, I'm going to be questioning it. Like, they just seem like they're the same suit. I can get it as a separate gen if all you wanted was a gen out of that suit. Q-Blade and Mark II MP Q-Blade. Well, MP Q-Blade is pretty different though. That one I think is definitely more of an exception. And even with like the Mark II and the regular Q-Blade, like they're both kind of different as well. This one's more raid, and again, like one's a general and one's a raid. I'm not talking about like the suit looks similar. Like I'm not talking about visual appearance. I mean like in terms of what I'm seeing, like what the potential gameplay would be. I feel like the F92 I-type and an F90 I-type would be the exact same suit. Like I don't see what would be different between both of those units, again, aside from their main weapon. Like, I'm not just talking about, like, visual appearances here. Like, suits looking the same, I'd have no issue with. But, like, I'm not seeing really anything gameplay-wise that would just make the F90... Unless the F90 I-type is a 700 somehow. Which would be dumb. I hope it's not the case. It's gonna be a 700 or something. But yeah, Gun Tank R44. We need to support Goof. The Goof Tactical Assault type win. I'm kind of surprised we haven't gone that. The only difference is that it has a shot lance. Like, yeah, that's it. Like, and missiles, yeah. G-Cannon Magna, I saw that one mentioned today on the GBO2 Reddit. Oh, I forgot, we have level 3 and 4 of the Shara Scale Gook now. Goof Hunter. The actual gun cannon color one. Another wound wart. It's about time. It's about time if they do add another wound wart. Kahar 2. It'd be about time. I feel like they are long overdue to put another wound wart in this game. This reminded me to go back and color the MP Keyblade with the Kshatriya colors. There's still the wound wart Ra. That is still there. Yeah, it's just kind of surprising that I feel like they haven't really done anything AOZ in like a long time. And it's the one of the Ashimoras, basically. Since the TR3 is the car. Yeah, I believe that's the TR3. I believe that's that one. Phone at 1%. The Goof Tactical Assault type would have too many weapons for low tier, even with the Dual Hantu's fast swap weapon pack trick. They could make it maybe higher cost. Like if they could maybe make it a 350, I don't know. Kahar is the seagull character from Watership Down. There's like the other goof as well. It's the one that's in Gundam, which one is it? I'm trying to remember which one it is. There's the other goof that's in G Generation Eternal, which I'm also surprised to not get in. Definitely 300 to 350. Yeah, I can see that being the case. The sea goof. Yeah, that one, which I guess is a sea goof. I still am not sure if that's actually an aquatic goof, though. Like, is it actually an aquatic goof? Because I know it was brought up that it has the stats to be used underwater, but then looking at the regular goof in G Generation Eternal, it also has underwater stats. Which I found to be very weird. I want to see it at 300 to pair it up with the regular goofs for the goof troop. That makes sense, yeah. I just realized that there's no GQuuuuuuX goof. Yeah, there's no actual GQuuuuuuX goof. The only thing they kind of show, and I guess this will be like a very minor spoiler, the only thing they kind of show is a regular goof in Char colors, but like, there's no like actual goof in the GQuuuuuuX style. Sad for you. Yeah, you had all the opportunity to make a space goof. We could have had a space goof for the first time, but no. Or some type of colony defense goof, that would have been cool as well. Like, call it like a goof colony type or something. That'd be like very interesting to see. But no, the goof is always getting forgotten. Regular, VD, heavy, Mkuve, tactical, and I guess the mini lance one. Goof heavy arms with leg missiles, there's your support type. In UC of some kind. Let's see, what's this goof I'm trying to find? I'm trying to find the exact name of this goof. And I think I passed it. I thought I had a picture of it. Maybe I don't. I might not have one. The Mine Lance one from the same manga. Yeah, that one. Yeah. The one that has the Mine Lance and like I think there's a Mine Heat Rod as well. That's the one I'm trying to think of, yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen that one, and I think that one would have some very interesting things you can do with its weapons. Like, imagine the melee for the lance, like, actually being able to explode. Yeah, that one. I would really like to see that one in the game. Just add the Jabako from Victory, that's got goof data in it. Had to look it up. Yeah, I thought I had an image of it saved somewhere, but like, now I can't find it. So maybe I didn't have it. But yeah, that one would be pretty cool to see. I think they can do some very interesting things, gameplay-wise, with that one. The Jabako is kind of cool, though. If we get Victory, I wouldn't mind seeing that in. But yeah, like there's a good number of goof variants they could add, but they just don't. Which again sucks, because I feel like I would really like to see some more goof variants get in. Especially since the other goof variants, like the ones they haven't added seem like they're very unique from the goofs we have already, so I feel like they would actually be pretty worthy additions. Tactical Assault, it has a flamethrower, rifle with 3 shots, anti-aircraft version, machine gun, and a missile, small, closer to a grenade, instant stun, and a regular Zaku machine gun. Basically a white goof without the finger gun. Yeah, they'd be cool. I don't know what the rifle would be the equivalent of. It would be just a regular Zaku machine gun. Just find something that could do something. They could just be like, hey, let's give it a shotty. Give it a shotgun. It already has a regular Zaku machine gun. It would also have to have either the 3 burst on it or slow firing small area of effect machine MGs so that the Zakus have. And a wire that is like a normal goof. Yeah, we need them. We need more goofs. We need more goofs in general. Again, I feel like that suit just kind of gets left in the background. As it is an early goof, not a custom. Oh, that'd be kind of cool too. Like, I wish we'd actually get the regular, like, the early goof that actually has the machine gun. That'd be kind of cool too. Like the one from, like, not the tactical demonstration version from Origin, but, like, the one that actually has, like, 2 hands. But yeah, like the YMSA 07A prototype goof. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, the MSO. Not the MS07A. It's the YMS07A. That one. Cause I think the MS07A. That's the one that just doesn't have the wire on it. But yeah, like I mean like the YMS07A, the one that has the like actual like handheld machine gun. It's kind of got like the Origin look to it. Or it's like the one I know they made I think an Origin kit of it. Like with non-heat mod, yeah. Yeah, I mean they could probably be like a nice F91 can be painted to look like Cassilia. But yeah, like that could be an interesting thing with that. There's a high mobility apparently as well. Oh yeah, it's this one. Yeah, what's this one? We don't have no high mobility goof. That one's kind of cool. I think there's like the C prototype as well. Like there's so many interesting prototypes that they could be doing. Like not even just prototypes, just suits in general. And like they really don't do any of them. But yeah, we need more of those goofs. I need them all. Yeah, having the one with the dom-shaped head. It don't actually do, never mind then. But yeah, he's rambling about goofs. I like how this all started because the lack of a GQuuuuuuX goof was mentioned, which is still I really hate. Goof with no rod seems like it can be fair as a gen at 300. Yeah, I mean it could probably do pretty decent. I don't think they would ever do the A, like the one that's just like the goof without the wire. I don't think they do that one, but like yeah, another goof high mobility test type. Yeah, that one was up there. They could do that one. Like, this is what I mean. Like, we have so many Dom variants in this game, but, like, they don't really do any of the goofs. So, like, I feel like they really could just add a bunch of goofs, but they just choose not to. Goof the Origin. I don't know about the Origin goof, honestly. I don't think they would do the Origin goof. Again, unless they do the prototype goof that's like in the Origin style, like the one that has like two normal Zaku style arms, I cannot really see them doing the tactical demonstration type, just because I feel like they wouldn't really know what to do with it melee wise. Unless it's like the Agu guy, where its wire is like its main melee and it can multi-hit with it. That's maybe what I could see them doing. Which actually would be kind of interesting. That would be an interesting thing to see, but I don't think there'd be too much to do outside of that. The Makuve goof is so OP. Char's custom goof, wait, that's the Crimson custom from Breaker Battle Log. Yeah, the goof custom, yeah. But yeah, Makuve's goof. I really don't think Makuve's goof is overpowered. Like I really don't even see it these days, honestly. Like that suit, I have not seen anybody use the Makuve's goof in like a very long time. At either of its costs, it seems like that suit died off more than anything. There should be a code fairy goof. Pretty sure a lot were like, oh no, it's gonna die hard. Yeah, I'm actually surprised too. Yeah, Code Fairy should have had a goof. Yeah, which also would have been cool. But yeah, before going, oh wait, this thing is better than expected. Yeah, the Makube's goof is pretty good. It's really good, but like I wouldn't say it's overpowered. I play it on PC and sometimes do badly, but sometimes for like 12 to 2 and 14 to 2. They got another Ifrit, so that's fine. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, I feel like it's just like the goof in general. It's kind of like, yeah, and then they got a camper as well. Yeah. Well, I think the thing with the goof though is like, it's kind of like the Gelgook and the Gan. Like why we don't see any Gan variants is just because the Dom kind of won out over the goof. Sure, there is a good number of goof variants, but like you really just don't see them as often compared to like Dom types. So it just kind of seems like the case. It just seems like the Dom is the more favored of the two suits. It gets maneuver armor while walking or standing, so long as it has a rod or the sword equipped. Yeah, and it's got Gog health as well. It's shock dampeners? Yeah, it's shock dampeners, not maneuver armor. Or at least, yeah, it's meant to be shock dampeners. Yeah, it can be built then to stop it. It's easier to turn it into the Rick Dom. We still need a Rick Goof. Yeah, like, just change the thrusters out. They should be able to get the thrusters from a Zaku, get it some S-type thrusters, and then put those into the Goof. So yeah, let's see. You get anti-self if it as well. But, yeah. How many times have I used this? 4 times. I don't even think I've played it that much, honestly. 6 times, yeah. Close combat program, it also moves faster. Does it have damage control? The J-type, not the S. Well, I mean, I feel like if you're doing the goof, I would rather give it the S-type thrusters like the Char Zaku has. Because I feel like if the goof is going to be a bit more like a commander machine, like you'd want it to have like the better thrusters. So I wouldn't just want to give it the J-type or the F-type for the space. I'd rather just give it the S-type thrusters so its performance is better. Stealth to make turtle soup. Yeah. You can usually stand up or even the general type. You can usually stand up to even the general type Thunderbolt Agai at 300 or 350. I mean, I think it depends on the player more than anything. I feel like most things, like it really just depends who's playing it. And it might also just depend on the map as well, because I mean the suit has like no ballistic resistance, so I feel like in the wrong hands I could definitely see the suit getting shredded very easily, but yeah. My friend and I painted ours to look like Bitterfield from Legend of the Galactic Heroes. It just felt like this is just one of the good raids at 300. Yeah, like that's kind of how I see it. It's a good raid, but again, like it's a good raid in the right hands. That is good for the support ad guy. Yeah. Yeah, I got that anti-stealth. I found a Ziyong goof. If you're good at boosting and rushing a lot, yeah. What's the Xeon goof called? I'm very interested in seeing it. Does it have like a name? Oh, here it is. Well, I found an image of it. Xeon goof. Is this a real thing, or is this just like some fan-made creation? The goof combine test type. Wait, isn't this the goof combine test type? Isn't this the Xeon goof is fan made, okay? Yeah, isn't the combined test type, isn't this the one that's supposedly supposed to be Gamma's goof? The Xeon one is fan made, okay. Yeah, I think the combined one is supposed to be the quote unquote Gamma version, right? Because it has like the DOP on the back. Sorry for the delay. No problem. It sure vaguely has this color scheme. Yeah, well I think it's that, and like in the manga it appears in like they don't say it's directly his goof, but I think they kind of hint that it's his goof, like it's believed he did pilot it, or like he was meant to be the pilot for it, and like he just really didn't use it. It was made for Gamma, but it's not like we can actually use the DOP, so it's a goof with some head Falcons, like the RF goof. Core block Xeon suit. Yeah, it's also weirder too, because I don't think it can recombine. Like, once the DOP ejects from the goof, like, that's it. It's not like the Gundam that can actually redock with it. It has 2 shields, too. So, like, 2 shields. I don't even see head Vulcans on this. It actually just looks like it has a plain head. But I think it looks like it has 2 finger guns, though. So it would have, like, double finger Vulcan, which could be kind of interesting. Maybe what they could do could be funny if it gets you the RAM when you die. Yeah, there's a Gamma goof custom in the wiki. Actually, you know what they could do? They could kind of have the DOP missiles be like the like Zaku Marine type, so like the Zaku Mariners, where like they fire from the back and like go over the head. They could do that with the DOP missiles and have them kind of be like that, so that way like it can use like the DOP's missiles to some degree. So that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool if they did do something like that with a goof. Yeah, Gamma Goof Custom. The only one I'm seeing is the combined version. I'm not seeing a Gamma version. Apparently there's another goof flight test type. Only difference is the body of the test type, but it's the legs of the normal. Like of a normal goof, or like of a normal goof flight type? Flight type normal. That sounds interesting. But it's like a test type's top body. That actually sounds like a very interesting thing there. Almost seems like a middle ground, almost, between like the test type and the flight type. No, except basically no leg missiles, yeah. Yeah. Why am I on the goof? I just realized I've been like hovering on the goof the whole time. We were so busy talking about it, I didn't even realize I had this as the front screen, just rotating the whole time. But yeah, I'd like to see him. I would like to see some more goofs. I don't know if I will see them adding them as banners, though. I feel like if they do anything, they'll be like clan suits, limited rewards. Kind of like how the goof hover type was. Your goof ties. Yeah, well, yeah. Maybe, hopefully we'll get more goofs in the future, but like, doesn't seem like that's really the focus right now. So, again, we'll probably be waiting for a bit. We need more side stories with goofs. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I just wish like the goof in general just had like more involvement, I guess, because again, like it just seems like the Dom, which I mean in lore it makes sense why this is the case, but it just seems like the Dom is like more of the focus for most things. That's just it of what was added in there. Yeah, like I was saying, like goof, yeah, desert goof. Yeah, I mean, they could probably do a few unique goof variants. Like, they could probably make, like, a custom pilot goof and do something like that. Sometimes it feels like we have more Ifrits than goofs, which is absolutely crazy, because in lore there was only 8 Ifrits. There are only 8 Ifrits in lore, and it feels like we have more of them. More wound wards, please. Waiter, waiter! More goofs, please! Like, yeah. I'd still be waiting for the goof test photo. Yeah, like, add 3 Gyans plus 1 made of spare parts. Yeah, then, yeah, this is the one with the spare parts, yeah. There's only 5. Well, in lore, there's 8. There's, like, 8 actually Ifrits that exist, not including, like, unique variants. Like, there's 8 that are actually exist. So I'm assuming the ones that are not customized that we know of are just, like, regular Ifrits. But I believe there are supposed to be 8 in the lore. Blame the one that survives only to be evolved. 2 said Gans got turned to the EOS 2. Yep. But yeah, it's like Ifrit's. The Doug Schneid gets turned into the Schneid, so that like counts as one. The custom, the Nacht, and the Jaeger. So like I said, I assume the remaining three of those eight are just more base Ifrits. Like they probably just were. I think it said like the Ifrit was used for like weapons testing and whatnot. So like they were probably just kept in their base form and used for testing. Unless, you know, they end up adding it in lore somewhere that some other pilots were able to get the Ifrit. But, yeah. I'm surprised there's no UC Engage, like, exclusive Ifrit or something. Like, there's no UC Engage Ifrit, which is actually kind of crazy. Surprised they didn't try to throw their hat in the ring, try to see what they could come up with. Are there UC Engage Goofs? Yeah, there's the Goof hover type. I think that's pretty much it though. It's like the Goof hover type. Strange of a Delta Chi over that suit is something. Shows Zura to explode 3 times faster. Yeah, it's the one clan suit, yeah. It's a custom that hovers. It's pretty much like a 1.5 of like the Goof flight type, I guess, is like how it's described. It kind of uses the flight type tech, but only to hover instead of fly. A punching shield, yeah, the punching shield as well. So yeah, they do have that one. I don't know if there's any UC engage DOMs. Actually, like to my knowledge, I don't know any like specific DOM variants to UC engage. UC engage used to make a space goof. Yeah, it seems like the Dom they didn't tackle. It's actually kind of weird that UC Engage seems like it's the one game that, like, decided to make some unique version of the goof. When, like, every other game just seems to, like, ignore its existence. Imagine if that ends up with a space goof. I hope we get that at some point. I was hoping that's what GQuuuuuuX would have given us, but like, apparently not. I'm also still surprised that UC Engage has not added anything from GQuuuuuuX. I honestly thought they would have tried to put something in, but they didn't. But that is goof-phobic. Yeah, that's what Xeon became after the Dom was so successful. But yeah. Well, yeah, hopefully at some point. More goofs. More goofs and more games. Like, I would just love to see a main goof. Or at least, like, some new game exclusive goof. Give it some type of spotlight. And I don't mean like something like a Vish Donahue goof as well. It's just like slightly different color with like a logo. Like kind of go crazy with it. Like actually make like a unique goof variant for like a specific pilot. You don't have to go like super crazy with it, but like, you know, give it a unique color scheme. Give it maybe some different weapons. You know, kind of like something like that. I think that'd be kind of a cool like thing to do. And then once we get that new game exclusive goof, they can put it in GBO2. That'd be the plan. Just add it in later. It's just a goofy chat at this point. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Lily Beta posted a new video. Another RX-78-2 video. It's goofy time. I hope for the F91 silhouette Gundam to be shown in there. There, I fixed my screen. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my, Magna Martel. They still haven't added it yet. There's a normal and Kai version of it. If you want to hunt the GQuuuuuuX and the White Gundam in space, at least the Dual 2 is good. I have not seen the Dual 2 in a while. That is like never around these days. I was gonna say, I have not seen the Dual 2 in like literally forever. I've considered playing it on a few occasions, but like never got to it. PC. Yeah, I think that's the issue here, Ghostfish. PC and like console just seem like they have like two totally different metas going on. Which is what I always hear. Like, I think PC is like, at least from what I've heard, is more range based. So in that situation, I can see the Dual 2 being pretty good, but like, on console, that suit really seems like it's been forgotten about, unfortunately. $700 is a Wing Zero Fest. Yeah. Being a load of range destruction, and people still insist that we need that stuff on the console version. I don't want to use one suit as an example for why we don't need AU in the console version, but from all the things I have seen with the Wing Zero, I do not want to deal with that at 700. Like, I'm just gonna be real, I don't want to deal with the Wing Zero. That's a good point. It's so good on PC because of Pinpoint. Mega Beam Launcher uncharged with the Hyper Rifle, uncharged Hyper Rifle. Forgotten and never one to be mass production for the Titans. Yeah, like, all the other AU suits, from what I've seen, seem fine, but, like, if they want to bring the Wing Zero in, no, they need to do something with the Wing Zero first. I cannot be dealing with that at 700. It's always going to be, like, one to be a little too far. Without the mouse advantage, Wing Zero may not be so bad. That's true. It's soon to be only one of two Wing Zeros. It's not like I'm all in, like, shock if it gets to be a bit strong. If we get a Gundam battle operation next to. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Maybe the Wing Zero could be different in this game, because again, like, being on console and just the meta being different in this game. Maybe they could be. That could be the case. Like, they could maybe do something like that. It might play out differently. So, I mean, it'd be very curious to see, like, how it would actually perform. Some were so desperate to claim it's all gonna be OP. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not true with, like, I feel like the Freedom and, like, even, like, the God Gundam. Like, both of those suits, from what I've seen, seem just kind of good for the cost. I feel like the Wing Zero has been, like, the one exception to the rule. GBO2 can be so random with anything, yeah. Especially with how, I believe I've talked about this before, but, like, especially with how quickly we get updates. Like, we get a new suit every week. So, like, the opinion on things is, like, just bound to change. Like, you know, like, the opinions just seem to change really quickly. We still need to support AU suit. Who thought the S-Gallus was going to be OP? Freedom got quickly outclassed by the high new buff. Big sad. Yeah, S-Gallus, I feel like that suit was not OP. I heard people say, like, claim it was overpowered. I never really saw that suit being really overpowered. No, big sad, I hate the Freedom. The Wing Zero, English Volt, and the Tallys 3 are coming apparently. Yeah, I've seen those already. I forgot where I saw them. It was like either on a Reddit post or a YouTube video. I saw like both of those suits mentioned. Me mentioning it. Yeah, that too. Yeah, there being another Wing Zero, though, is definitely an interesting choice. I mean, like, the Tallys 3 I can understand, but, like, again, another Wing Zero is definitely interesting. How can you say that when it was nerfed in, like, by New Year's week when the bird came out for the S-Gallus? I don't know, like, I just never had a problem with it. Like, I legit just never had a problem facing the S-Gallus. Even with it getting nerfed, it could just kill everything so easily with just punching. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was just the suits that I played that were good for countering it, but again, I just really never had an issue with the S-Gallus. Doing the same typical boring thing. I don't know, they just didn't bother me as much. I guess I wasn't the target of the S-Galluses. I don't think they came after me. You somehow faced ones that suck. I know why you stay out of range. That's probably why I play some like more range-based suits. That probably helped me out a lot. Clearly didn't play Space Fortress against a good Punchy Gallus. I think the only time I was on Space Fortress and somebody was using the S Gallus on the enemy team, it was Aqua Vengeance. I had randomly bumped into him into a match. I think I was in the J and D type, and he was in the S Gallus. That is the only memory I have of facing that suit on Space Fortress. Cringe. Yeah, like that legit might be my only account. It's so weird too, that's like a core memory. What is a good AU main Gundam that can be a support? Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they could pick for like a main AU Gundam, especially if they really are adding the Tallgeese 3. I feel like that kind of opens the door for what can be added. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be like a main Gundam, necessarily. So, I guess it just kind of depends on like what series they're going with. It might be the new Wing Zero, Endless Waltz. It could be, actually. That could make sense. That could be 750 5-star. That's true too, yeah. Yeah, Jenna support could be the case. Yeah, it's very interesting to see like they're doing more wing related stuff. Again, like if that is true for the data mine, because as I mentioned earlier, I usually take those things with a grain of salt unless there's like more proof than just like a name. I think it's been enough. The X can be a support. Yeah, probably. But yeah, unless there's like actual some more confirmation, again, aside from a name on a page, because like I feel like you can kind of put anything for those names. Not saying I don't trust the sources, but you gotta be kind of skeptical about them, you know, sometimes, if it's especially something that's very new. I'm just like, wow, okay, I guess Wing is enough to sell more. Yeah, maybe the token sales were very good for the Wing Zero the first time. They could be used as a trick. It's just a decoy. It's the anniversary for Wing. Yeah, that's true, but like with them already adding the Wing Gundam, it just seems very weird that they would double down on it. To like add another Wing Gundam in like the Tallgeese 3. Especially putting the Tallgeese 3 before the base Tallgeese also just seems very interesting. Like, it just seems like so much glaze. Yeah, like I said, maybe the token sales for the Wing Zero were just really good that week, and they're like, oh, we gotta do this again. The sales were too good. No justice for Master. Or Providence. The base Tallgeese would be what? 350? 650? I don't know. I don't know what they could put the base Tallgeese at. I mean, they could just make it 700 just because, I don't know, for craps and giggles. I just assume 500 to 600 usually. I don't know what that would be for like lower tier AUs. Side story protagonists? Yeah, you got that as well. Yeah, that does also have me curious if they're gonna get more comfortable with like making AU suits like more of a common thing on the PC side. That's what I'm also very not common, but like very curious about. Because like again, like it just feels very weird that they would revisit Wing for it. They better play Linkin Park for the Wing in the sports trailers, just like the Australia to Army promo. Yeah, the Epion, yeah. Yeah, they're like none of that, yeah. Tsunami Boomers love Wing for some reason. More Wing, the Wing must fly. I know it can be a support the aerial. You know what? It's honestly kind of surprising that they have not tried to do the aerial. Considering the aerial was in a Call of Duty collaboration of all things, it is very surprising the aerial never showed up anywhere. Let's all glaze on the absolute absurdity of the series and act like it's the coolest thing ever. The aerial is a rebuild, or the Theract. I would assume they'd go with aerial, or at least one of the aerial versions, but yeah. Call of Duty Mobile. Yeah, they're having like that big Gundam update. The only good lanky skeleton Gundam they made. Honestly, if it was the Caliban, that'd be kind of cool. I actually really like that one, so like I actually wouldn't mind seeing it as a collaboration. Got another Gundam crossover? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks interesting with the Call of Duty one, because it looks like it's like the actual mobile suits this time, and it's like own mode, and you can get like pilot outfits for like the operators. Which is kind of cool. I like that better than like the original concept. Yeah, the Freedom, the New, the Sazabi, and the Endless Waltz Death Scythe. The Sazabi that they called the Sazabi Gundam, which I think is really funny. They like mislabeled it and they called it the Sazabi Gundam. That was kind of funny to see. The mobile is more wacky. Yeah, it was just once and it says Sazabi the next time, but it was still funny. It's still kind of funny that it happened the one time. I guess that's the new big lore drop. The Sazabi was a Gundam all along. Reminds me of Anno complaining about Gundamflation. It's all Gundams fighting Gundams. In turn made a typo. There's a lot more like creative fictional type of deal with the direction COD Mobile takes. Given Anaheim Electronics, that's not really a shock. Extra time in the Activision mines. Yeah, honestly with Anaheim Electronics, I wouldn't be surprised with that one. It would be a shock, an Axis shock you could say. I can see why it's more like the actual suits. Look, Amuro, I'm in a Gundam. Let us fight with our Gundams, please, Amuro. The plot of Shore's counterattack summed up. It's not how well that Sledgehammer did with theirs, which is fine too. Yeah, I mean, I think the first Call of Duty, like the Gundam skins, I think they were alright for the most part. I feel like the Zaku was like the weakest one in my opinion. The Gundam and the Aerial looked pretty good. The Zaku was a bit weak only because they tried to put like the pouches and stuff on there, so it didn't even look like a mobile suit at that point. It looked like somebody like in cosplay. I didn't really like that one all too much, but I'm very interested to see what the new direction with like actually having the mobile suits is gonna be like. I'm not chopping access because I seek attention from you, it's because the Federation yeah, it does tell and branch at a Western dev team to an Eastern team for like the Gundam and the COD. Yeah. But yeah, Shaw's whole reason for dropping access. I would like to explain to you all why I have purchased Twitter. Space Noid. Freedom has like 2 mag holsters on its left front skirt. Or Zeke. It's just tactical cosplay. That's true, but I feel like with the Zaku too, from like that first line, they could have dumbed it down a little. Just a smidge. You know, just to kind of get a better balance between it being like a person and like a mobile suit. I think that would have been good. I just see it as sort of like a mix of MS girls with tactical soldiers. I mean, that's true, but like I said, it just doesn't seem like it's the same degree with like the RX-78-2 and the Aerial like it was with the Char Zaku. Maybe it's because the Zaku, I feel like the Zaku in my head should have been my favorite one, but I just ended up liking the RX-78-2 and the Aerial more in comparison. That's also what's messing me up. I kind of thought I would like the Zaku one, and then I saw it and I was like, oh. Not as much as the other two. I just think the chest looks odd. Like, yeah, that's like the main thing. It just looks, yeah. Yeah, they're still cool. They're still really cool to look at, but really anything I can say about them is more like minor nitpicking than like anything that really matters. I think that's enough for today. Yeah, I think I'm just about ready to wrap up too, because we ended up getting in a very long conversation about goofs. But yeah, I really don't have too much else to say. Wish I could have tried out more of the buff stuff, but I'm sure I'll try to get matches for that in the future. You know, I'll probably have some like unit adjustment videos for some of that stuff. If anything, I definitely want to try to get the full armor Mark II. I totally didn't spy on your work on the new Gundam to purposely weak it in a match for my Sazabi, or vice versa. A shame I missed the fight, but the conversation was fun. Yeah, I mean, it was just one round at the beginning with the OG Gundam. But I'll have more on the original Gundam as well. That's also something I plan on covering in the future, so that's something that will definitely show up soon. You goofy fox. But yeah, unless there's anything else that should be mentioned, because GBO2's connections, yeah, it was sucking the first match. Yeah, I did not trust it, especially after that first disconnect. But yeah. So yeah, did my thing go down? Let me check the database. Yeah, I got it back down to good in just one match, so that's good at least. I'll probably just end up doing my dailies later. I'm logging to face you one last time in battle. Yeah, pretty much Shaw's whole thing is he just wanted to prove a point. Yep. Goodbye, Willie. See you in the next one. And yeah, unless there's anything else anyone wants to bring up or mention, might start wrapping things up soon. Oh, you're just clapping? Oh, it looked like a waving emoji from back here. The thing is, like, everything is smaller for being as the safe area. Although, stop spamming. But yeah, I'll probably just do my dailies later. I'll wrap them up. At least I got the rated one done, so that's kind of the one that really matters these days, is like getting that like one rated match one finished. How am I on my limited missions too? Because I haven't gotten any of the Shars Gelgooks yet. Oh wait, there's one of these is for special battle. Okay, so I actually do need to play special battle at some point. At least need to play 3 of them. Let's see, sortie in the battle 36 times, and then complete all of the limited missions, which are all damage based. How long do these last? It's the 9th. I should be able to get that done. The special battle. Time to make another alt account. Ruins. Is it they did 2, right? But I think City Ruins is the one that's shown up twice already. Yeah, it's 350 right now, and it's supposed to be 650 after. A video on that as well. Try to get like some footage of it. It's somehow brighter than the base one. That's interesting. I'll have to see if I can try to see that for myself. Kind of see like what that's like. Compare it to some of the more recent City Ruins footage that I probably have. Flashbang City. Good night, Okami. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your night. We have these other missions too. I don't know if I care enough about the Gundam Museum with Weapons Rack to do the thing for it. The lighting on the ground is brighter. I won't be doing something extremely wicked. Let's see, I have this little trailer for the GQuuuuuuX playing in the back. I'm surprised they actually don't have the trailer for the White Gundam as well. I know that was a mini trailer as well, but they didn't have it. Bye bye now, for real. Yep, goodbye, Willie. Yep, bye, everybody. Yeah, it seems like everybody's calling it quits for the night, so, yeah. we'll end the stream here, and I'll go start prepping the video for tomorrow, get that finished up, and yeah, really don't have anything else big for announcements. Kind of covered everything I at least wanted to talk about in this stream, so that's always good. But yeah, definitely going to be trying to look at some of the unit adjustments and hopefully get some decent rounds in the special battle as well. I really want to try that out and see what that mode has to offer. So yeah, I'll be ending things off here for the night. As usual, going to be a video tomorrow and Wednesday. And yeah, that's going to do it for this Saturday stream here. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later. Let me do the wave. I haven't done the wave in a while. There we go. Give one little wave. Alright. Good night and goodbye.